are live.
Subscribe, God damn it.
Yeah,
We are on
so hello,
87, guys.
hi, Chukat. Hey, hello, hi, and welcome to NooseTime FPL. Hope you guys are doing great. So we have continuous game weeks coming up, and let's see what these guys have to say because I'm not going to say anything.
Great game week. Great game week, right?
Great,
So
great
beautiful.
game week. I'm really pissed. So this might get into a rant session. So
Mm, that's
so
the
yeah,
content.
let's.
Okay. Stream is working fine. I can hear. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Waiting for our viewers to come join us.
Lol. we, we will be here for quite some time then.
Where is Kevin? Okay.
I think we can start with the Suraj's favorite other news. But till that time, people will join in and then
Yeah, true.
log off.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
So
so
I will start with that. Yeah,
Yeah, before we begin, happy holidays, everyone.
yeah.
If you're having vacations, if you're not having vacations, uh, good luck.
Good luck. You are an IT engineer, I believe.
Yeah.
So yes, we won't spend much more time in our intros because no one cares. So we will go ahead with another news, which is also a section no one cares about.
cares about.
Sachai. In our first news, we have Lewandowski getting the best award, the
Best shower.
best award, best footballer award, and
Best one.
there were memes about how Ronaldo was unhappy, like he was like this, sitting there, and
Yeah, but Ronaldo voted for
actually, yeah,
Lewandowski
that's the thing. Ronaldo actually
and
voted for
Messi.
Lewandowski and Messi, and Messi didn't do that. Like he was smiling on the stream, but he actually didn't vote for Lewandowski or Ronaldo. But Ronaldo actually voted the right guy. So the
Am I
memes.
surprised? No.
That's the thing. Sportsmanship
You
spirit.
know, last year, Messi voted for Ronaldo. So
Hmm.
and Ronaldo didn't vote for Messi or anyone at all.
Ooh,
So
did he
that is
vote
life.
for
That is life.
did he vote for Jesse Lingard?
No, he voted for Choupo-Moting actually.
That's another legend in our stream. So yeah, Lewandowski won, and fine. It's fine. He didn't win a Ballon d'Or. He's winning other stuff, but he's robbed. That's for sure. And he's the best footballer. So in the best coach, we have obviously Jurgen Klopp, Cuff, Hansi,
Arrogant.
Hansi Flick, Cuff. I cannot actually cuff because yeah, the situation is like that. So yeah, Klopp actually said that Flick should have won obviously, but I
Yeah, yeah.
he does not know why he didn't win. Maybe Flick has to discover or like make some more new leagues and win them, and then might be might be they can award him something because he actually won five cups in this year and compared to Klopp's one, but no idea why Flick was not recognized. And he has a good stat as well. He didn't lose. He lost just two games in that entire year. But it is what it is. We have only one
Yeah, even
equal.
I.
And I think it's Arvind.
Oh, it's not me.
It's spread out.
Okay, then we should be having two.
We are watching ourselves, guys. So yeah, after that, the January transfer window is about to start, and United was very played 4D chess and brought Traore, Ahmad,
Amara Traore.
Ahmad, Ahmad Traore.
Imagine this happening. Like the Ole wanted Traore, and the guy who went in to get him got the wrong Traore instead.
The best
Yeah.
part is that he did
Well,
not get his work visa in the last window, so he somehow got it now. And
yeah.
he said that he has already talked with Ole and is ready to be part of the bench. And there were leaks of Van de Beek's text that Bro, on my mother's life, this is a trap. That's let's see how Ahmad Dawale, like how much games will he be on the bench, and who will be he replacing on the bench? Like I want to see
I
that.
think Lee Grant.
Lee Grant should be the guy making space, and Facundo Pellistri is also one player who is still not in the bench yet. So he is very back. He has time to come.
I heard he's playing in the ISL. So
Yeah, he's also playing
yeah,
in the ISL Facundo,
somebody.
yeah. So yeah, and a few weeks ago, both Pool and United were thrashed by scores of 6-1 and 7-2, and this week it was the reverse. United won 6-2, and then Liverpool beat Crystal Palace 7-0. So it was payback time, and it was interesting both the games. And as Oli said, the score should have been like 12-4 or something, considering the amount of misses both of the teams did. And but yeah,
So according to that logic, United should have won the league then, depending on how much they miss.
and considering how much Marshall is hitting the post on the opponent's box as well. So considering that, our GD should also be bad. But yeah, and after which is the most interesting quote of the week? No, I'm not talking about Papa Mo's quote of the week. I'm talking about Arteta, who has
Who?
been Arteta.
You?
Oh,
Arteta.
who is that? Who is that? I'm not aware of him. Who is he?
Yeah, Malayalis call him Arteta.
Okay,
So
it's
यार
clear now.
खट्टी
Okay.
लग रहा है ज्यादा तो.
he had a data science intern to chomp him some numbers, and he quoted that last year we won the game against Everton with a 25% chance of winning. We won 3-2. Last weekend it was 67% chance of winning, 9% chance of losing, and you lose. 3% against Burnley and you lose. 7% against Spurs and you lose. So
I mean,
is
how is he crunching these numbers? I don't know.
that's the most interesting part. Are you bookie or something?
No, no, no. How did he calculate 7% chance of losing against Spurs,
Okay.
considering their form?
He might have taken the size of the names and against his position. Okay, his name is Kane, his name is Aubameyang. Aubameyang greater than Kane.
He won.
Anyone?
That's the interesting part on how he got these numbers. And considering the form they are in right now, he's saying 3% against Burnley. Like Arsenal is struggling to get 3 goals. Like are they are talking about losing just 7% against Spurs. Like these are like those stupid numbers. They like he just needs some excuse to get out. So he's just throwing out numbers and trying to escape. And after these quotes, he lost 4-1 against Manchester City yesterday. So it is it is what it is.
It is as it is.
It is what it is. So yes, we won't we won't wait for other stuff. We will move quickly to FPL.
Mhm.
So we will talk about how our game weeks had been. For me, I scored 73 and I will take it considering my entire defense of 3 players only played 9 minutes, of which two were not in the squad at all. So I will take 73 points. I'm happy. But if I had a playing defense, it would have been more. But yeah, my 53 something K OR went down to 64K now, like 10K down. And the best part is like the team is run entirely by my mid and the forward lineup. The defense has been a letdown till now. I got in Konsa, he got ill. Then he missed 2 game weeks, and then I got in Reece James. He blanked 1 game week, and then he got injured and he's off for 2 weeks. And then the game was ongoing between I guess who Chelsea and someone was playing that game week. I was thinking what to do next, so I took out Konsa. I read that he will be fit for next round, but I decided, I won't wait. He has tough fixture, so I took him out. I got in Eric Dyer, and then I removed Reece James to get in Stones. So I was happy I took a minus four hit. The only time I took a minus four hit this season, it worked actually. So I was fine in the longer run. Stones is some sort of a risk, I know, but I was okay with it. So I did it. It's against my popular theory of having only attacking defenders in your team. These are actually defensive assets, but I'm fine. So after I did that, I went to the site to check how's the game going, and Chilwell is off at 9 minutes. So I was like, okay, I already took a minus four, and now Chilwell is also injured, and he said to also miss 2 weeks maybe. But Franco says that they might be ready for the double game weeks, but I don't see him risking. So yeah, the only bright spot is that the midfield worked obviously, and Captain Salah, oh my goodness, what did he do this game week? Like when we saw the lineup, I and Pranav texted each other, "Ki, we are done, we are done. There's no point." Like our captain is on the bench, and the way Liverpool started the game, it was a good game, but then eventually they dominated the score as well. So I was like, even if Salah comes in, I don't know how it will be. But he came early because Mane was pissed at something, and then Klopp decided to sub. Salah came in, and I just texted, okay, we will get a hat trick. What happened? We got 2 goals, one assist in those 20 odd minutes. So we were happy. We were happy with around 16 points chilling. But I had a fear, like, what if Bruno Fernandes does the same? And what happened? It happened, yeah. Bruno Fernandes got in 17 points. Salah had got 16. So Bruno got 17 because he played more than 60 minutes as well. So Bruno Fernandes was the most captain player this game week, and Salah captain are in the mud after that. But fine, some people are lucky to have both Salah and Fernandes. I am one of the few of those, so I am fine. But yes, Bruno Fernandes is a fraud, and everyone has to accept it. So yes, it was a good game week, 73 points. The best part is like in our league, I am the highest. I'm okay, but in my office league, I am the lowest. I don't know how this works, but and considering that they have set and forget teams which they haven't touched at all. They have scores of like 90, 95, 83s, and I am at 73, and I have a 200 point lead over them, okay? And still they got 90s and 80s, and we are stuck at 70s. So, yeah, that was that from my.
That just tells you how much skill this game has.
You never know, anything can happen. Like, because the last game week, Yash Adapa is one of our players in the league who is in the bottom. He has left FPL entirely. He got in 55 points last week. He had Bamford as captain. Set and forget Captain Bamford. He got 55 points, and this week he got 20 points. Like the last game week, the average score was like 40 something. He got 55, and this week, when the average game week score was how much? 60 points,
60
and
points.
he gets something like 20. So that's how the game is. Yeah, Arvind seems very interested to talk about how his game week went. Come on, Arvind.
No, no. I think this is where you were wrong. So, talking about my game week, I'm like really pissed how my players in the team perform.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you guys know, I always try to, get more than what is a global average scored in that game week. And for the first time in many game weeks, this has happened. Like, I'm scoring below the average score, and I blame it only on one person, me, not Kane, me.
True.
So this has been happening to me. Like I always make the wrong captaincy choice, even though I have better players in my team.
Mm-hmm.
I do make a mistake of captaining the wrong person, and once again I did the same mistake, and unfortunately, it has come to bite me in the ass.
Yeah.
So I had Vardy for fuck. I had Fernandez also. I did not captain them. And what did I do? I captained Kane. So who got me just 4 points. And I don't know what this guy has been doing lately. Like he has been missing sitters, open goals, and everything. So
Mhm,
from an FPL point of view and from the PL point of view, he has been a letdown since the last few game weeks. So
mhm.
if I keep on saying this might be a rant session, so I guess Pranav should take over from me.
The best part about all this is that his default captain was Bruno. He went in and changed it to Kane, like usual, and this happened.
Yeah, yeah. You should not have brought that up.
And
No, the
that's
worst thing is, I was at 750k before the start of the game week.
yeah,
Uh, Overall ranking. Now I'm at like 1.3 million or something,
yeah, you're at
and that is just because
1.5.
of
Yeah, the thing
yeah.
is,
So
the gap bit you had actually managed to close the gap between Kevin and you, but then he
yeah,
had Captain Fernandez and you Captain Kane, and now the race between the third, fourth is closing in because Abby is closing in. He is just 20 points off from you, so he can
yeah,
catch up.
this
Yeah, he
guy is
is
also coming.
also creeping in silently, but keep an eye on him. So yeah, Pranav, how was your game week? Decent. Okay, this was not a decent game week, right, Arvind? This time, decent.
No, this was not a decent game week, and I have only one strategy. I might be observing like Kane for one more game week,
Hmm.
and then I might do something which I said I would never do.
Which
I would
is
bring in Salah.
Oh no, 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 no!
I would bring in Salah.
Please don't do this.
I I'll keep my personal issues aside and I'll bring him into my
Oh
team.
no, I'll have to
Just for
change my entire
just,
plan now.
oh my goodness.
just just for the sake of entertainment, I'll bring in Salah. So
Just for the sake of
Pranav, you better
entertainment.
watch.
Great.
Yeah, I was going to tell him to sell Kane ASAP so that he can get me points back again. But now he's going to bring in Salah, who has been again last week we discussed he has been my captain consistently for 4 games.
Hmm.
And finally he also watches our videos, I guess.
Yeah.
So he listened to us and he said, okay, you know what, I'll give you the points. Instead of scoring twice or assisting, he scored and assisted.
Yeah.
So that, well done. It was a roller coaster, honestly, because I started the week in panic,
Yeah.
ended the first game in happiness, and then ended the entire week in pain.
The best part is like we had 32 points from one player.
One player. He's the only one who performed in my team. Everyone got 2 points, which was like honest day's work. So I thanked him for it. But the only player who actually returned something was Justin, who I was supposed to sell 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, I did it.
and Martinez.
Mm.
So I'm not going to sell Justin because like I said, NDD is back. So
Yeah.
Leicester is in a very better shape than they were before.
Hmm.
So it's possible that Leicester could be a better asset right now.
Hmm.
Right. And I can't believe this. I was doing very well, and now my rank was like increasing, going from 2.7 to 2.1 million. And now it has gone back to 2.7 greater. So I've like lost a bit of rank.
Yeah,
So
out of
it's sad.
60, out of you got 64 points, right? 64,
62.
62, and out of that 32 is from Salah.
Yes.
So rest of the guys gave 30 points.
Out of those 14 points I have, Martinez and Justin.
Wow. Wow. The main reason why this happened is because our over dependency on Spurs assets, which blanked. Like Kane and
Only have 3 premiums.
Son.
One is Salah, one is Sun, and one is Kane. Those are the
Mm,
premiums in my team. Uh,
mm,
so
oh,
that is why the Spurs failed, I failed. So
that's the
that's it.
thing. And you also have an interesting midfield of Jared Bowen and Neto as well.
Pedro,
Pedro
Pedro
Neto.
Neto.
So yeah, Yeah, that's a good
So
differentiator.
Jared Bowen, the only reason I have Jared Bowen is because I brought him in early. So I
Hmm.
wanted to get him in Game Week 15,
Yeah.
but I saw there was a price rise, so I thought, you know what, I don't have any transfers left, so
Hmm.
I'll get him in. But then unexpected, defensive injuries for Chilwell, for Konsa, and that kind of ruined my plan.
Hmm.
So I might have to keep Connor Cody. He's like overseeing his welcome. He is supposed to go. But
It's
he
like,
will be here for some time.
yeah, it's like Conor Cody is my player who is playing for your team.
Fuck you, man.
Hey, Pranav, take Conor Cody. Okay. Kept him. He's not able to take him out as well.
So I guess we have learned
Neil
the lesson
Payne
by now,
Rodriguez.
not to take advice from Suraj.
I don't know. The logic behind those signings are very great, but then something happens. Like the only
It's like
reason.
when I suggest Suraj to keep Salah as captain, Salah returns 32 points. When Suraj tells me to get Conor Cody, he gives me 1 point.
uh, Suraj, I don't think you have Cody in your team, right?
Obviously not. I remember that conversation. Like Pranav wanted some Wolves defender, and he was confused between Conor Cody and Sai. So the only reason why I went for Cody is because he's the captain and he will start always.
Captain. He will start.
So he will start and he missed the game week maybe in 2 weeks and he also assisted Salah in a great goal. So yeah, Conor Cody OP.
Scam 2020.
So yeah, those was our that was how our game week ended and we will move to the discussion point, which I guess we will end in 1 minute. Are United in a title race? No,
No. No.
no.
No.
So yes, that was our discussion point.
That was very elaborate.
Like great, like
Very unanimous decision were made that day.
nothing more to speak on that. It's like very clear, like very clear.
United are playing Leicester next.
Hmm.
After that, we can see if they are actually made of something.
You never know what you can expect from a United team. That's the thing. It's like sometimes
Disappointment.
it's like you can clearly say that Bielsa was ready for that second half FC, but then Scott McTominay turned into prime Iniesta and scored 2 in 3 minutes. It's like
Yeah, you can only expect disappointment.
like the thing is, no one expected, and out of all the players on the pitch, Scott McTominay, it's like he has the record for scoring 2 goals in the opening 3 minutes in the PL history.
The only
DMF
player in PL history.
Scott McTominay.
I had him in my team.
Yeah, I
I
know.
knew he would perform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just the wrong game week.
Thoda,
Yeah.
just a wrong game week.
Yeah,
I had him in my team.
yeah,
He had him in game week 5. He
yeah.
wanted game week 15.
10 game weeks, small difference.
Yeah, yeah.
So yes, we will move ahead to the star of the week. For me, star of the week, like there were many options. Almost a lot of players scored. Like Vardy scored, Kane didn't score. Okay, uh, Salah scored, Bruno scored, Marshall came up with two. I like El Ghazi even scored, man. It's like a lot of players scored. It was a very high game week. So, but for me,
Lot of
yeah,
brought in hauls like
yeah,
Tammy Abraham,
Tammy Abraham,
Firmino,
yeah,
uh, this guy, Bertrand Traore, El Ghazi, Salah, Fernandez, McTominay, uh, Erimina, Thiago Silva,
Lindelof.
Victor. No, Lindelof did not get a haul
Yeah,
because he considered, right?
yeah, true. So it was a highest game.
Fofana, yeah, Fofana did it because Leicester also kept a clean sheet.
Yeah,
So,
but yeah,
oof.
there were so many options, and for me, it has to be Salah because if he hadn't come on and did that, and imagine the Bruno Fernandes guys did it, so I would have also come down to the 500k or million something because Bruno was the most captain player that week. So for me, Salah is the main reason I'm here, and he came in and did what everyone wanted him to do. And small shout out, like small shout out to Liverpool's defensive forward Firmino as well, because he played very well and he's finally feels good to see him in the score sheet like somewhere. Like obviously his contribution is there, but it feels good to see his name on the score sheet and not always Mane and Salah.
Mane was rarely on the score sheet this season.
Yeah, he's starting to get back in form.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So according to me, the star of the like we have said this before, there were many players who performed very well this week, and like we have mentioned the names of the players who did well this game week. For me, it has to be Salah because he played a very little time. He was on the field for like 15 or 20 minutes, right?
Hmm.
So in that time slot, he managed to get in 2 goals and 1 assist, right?
Yeah.
So that is pretty impressive. Although I don't like him, but his performance was very good that day. Firmino played very well that day. Like he was getting and intercepting everything, passing through passes and everything. He was like on top of the game. So Firmino is also a very good shot, and Fernandez as well. Like he was also dominating in that game.
I don't know.
And so
Suraj has Fernandez. I don't even have Fernandez.
He's my lock screen wallpaper man, so I will have to have him in my FPL team, in my PES team. It's like I have Ronaldinho G, but he's on the bench. Like Bruno starts the game, Ronaldinho comes in like 85th minute, replacing Bruno. That's the
I got
level.
him. I got two. I got that day. I got legend like Bruno Fernandes and then
Yeah, yeah,
Dennis Law.
yeah.
Yeah, but the legend was Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah. Dennis Law is no one in front of Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah. And even Tammy Abraham, he did well. Like he got in 2 goals
Yeah,
and an assist in that game.
yeah. So
So there were
basically,
many brilliant performances this
yeah,
week.
yeah. So Arvind mentioned every one of them.
Yeah, every one of them.
If you
Stars
had,
of the week.
if you had to select only one, like who would be?
Obviously, it won't be Salah.
Yeah, I know that.
It has to be Firmino.
Firmino, great. Like, yeah, he won the match ball as well. So, yeah,
Mhm.
PPK.
So yeah, 25 minutes to be precise, 16 points. That's all you want in your team.
Hmm.
What more do you want? I think I one more goal would have been great, but
Yeah,
it's okay.
it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
We should not be
Uh,
greedy. And the
Shout out to El Ghazi
yeah,
for scoring again, doing bits.
yeah,
I hope everyone buys El Ghazi, Firmino, Scott McTominay. Just knee jerk them ASAP so that
Yerimina.
yeah, Yerimina, so that the ownership of other players goes down and they become a differential for me. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for doing that.
Yeah, and another good thing is that I and Pranav both uh it's like did something. We backed Salah in the early kickoff, which is against Mahatma Gandhi's rule. So we were brave enough to do that, and we still got points. So we
Pat on the back.
in Nose Time Impact, man, Nose Time Impact. Like no one did that.
Actually, a lot of people did that.
And the best part is like there were it's like it was the early kickoff, right? And Liverpool news always gets leaked a bit before. They'll post the lineup, I guess, 1 minute before. So people have that small time wherein they can do stuff. So a lot of people actually had Captain Salah, and they removed him and captain someone else. And then this happened. So it was a total meltdown. So yeah,
The
flop of
people who
yeah.
captain Fernandez,
Hmm.
good for them.
Yeah,
The
true.
people who captain Son or Kane,
As we talk about Kane, yeah, Arvind is back.
So
Hey,
moving on to flop
Yeah,
of the week.
talking about Kane, yeah, flop of the week. For me, it has to be one player. It is Kanye West.
the
Who?
rapper.
Yeah, Kane West. Kane West. His name is Kane West.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, invest.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
nice player that.
Yeah, yeah. Is this the British guy? Who
Yeah,
raps in a
yeah, he's a British guy who is Mourinho's favorite rapper. and he does stuff with the bar. Cringe
Alright.
moments compilation. Here we go.
Just lock the children in the basement again, please.
Oh my goodness, my ears. Two viewers ears as well. Which are you both? Yeah,
So for me, the flop of the week has to be Kane, Harry Kane. Unlike Kanye West, it is Harry Kane.
different player, different player.
Like I said, he's a totally different player. Uh, this is not because I captained him in my FPL team. Like he was missing pretty great chances and everything. Also, his form was very bad against Liverpool. Like he did miss the one chance that he got, which would have got them a point and probably in the title race as well. But I know it is too soon to say this, but like they might have lost that chance because of that one miss Hurricane had. So for me this week, Hurricane is the flop. What about you, Pranav?
So I thought long and hard about this, and not many people might agree with me. But I think this little boy who was too fat for Arsenal's academy now is doing very well in Tottenham. Has to be my pick. Last week also we discussed this.
Yes,
He was
yes.
very bad against Liverpool, and that cost him the game.
Hmm.
Now I thought I expected him to do well, fight bounce back from that terrible game,
Yep.
but he didn't bounce back. He bounced down. Same with the header which he missed. He bounced it down.
Sad.
So bad, so sad.
Who is that
But
player, man?
Guys, want to try face?
yeah, but I believe both Harry Kane and Heung-min Son will bounce back on the upcoming fixtures. This was expected to be a little difficult, but they did well
Yeah,
overall.
yeah, yeah.
But next two fixtures they will do well. I hope. If they don't, I am down.
Yeah, if they don't, instant sell, because they have a run of easy fixtures
Mm.
and they have to do something like. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. You both went with Harry Kane and I
Come
went.
on, man. Just that's it. Let's move on. Move on.
I went with someone else.
Kanye West.
So yeah, the most interesting part of the video is not this. So this is the FPL captaincy picks for game week 15. Uh, please ignore the children voice in the background because
They're ignoring you.
please ignore them because the basement is not locked tonight. So for me, I'm the person who always mentions the obvious captaincy choices, right?
Suraj, I just want to bring up something that sounded very wrong. The basement is not loud.
Exactly. Exactly. It was meant to be that way. So yeah, I'm the one who obviously mentions the obvious captaincy choices. So for me, it has to be Salah, who plays against West Bromwich Albion. I remember a time when
What has happened?
the kids are in my room, man.
Throw them out.
So yeah, I remember a time when I mentioned that Salah was playing against Fulham, and it's like we as Salah owners were very happy and were like waiting for it. So he just gave us one goal. So this time we are waiting for Salah to play against West Brom, and West Brom also have a new coach. Shout out to Big Sam. So and they played very bad the first game, obviously. So Salah at home against West Bromwich Albion will be mostly everyone's pick, without any doubt. And the second pick after that has to be DCL, because DCL is playing against Sheffield, and not to jinx it, but yeah, he's getting an assist or a goal every week or so, except 2 weeks, that is Southampton and Leeds. So Sheffield, as a defensive unit, is very bad. They still play 3-5-2, and they don't have Dean Henderson. United has Dean Henderson, but yeah, he does not play there. So, so yeah, DCL has to be my second pick, and if not him, my pick would be Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, very good picks. I have a very different pick. Yeah, his name is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, so he's playing. He's playing Sheffield, right? Yeah, so he's playing Sheffield away. Hey, he's playing Sheffield in an away match. So I guess he is the obvious pick. Not as obvious as Salah, but I think he'll be scoring this week as well. My gut says it, so I'll go
Yeah.
with DCL.
Every a lot of people sold DCL because of the fixtures, but he still returned. So now the
Yeah,
fixtures are going to be good for Dominic Boy. So I believe we will see better returns now.
yeah.
Okay, so
If
my
Pranav is saying it,
captain,
then probably he can take points. Jinxed, jinxed.
no comments, no comments. I don't know who this person is. All right. So my captain for this week has to be my boy Kevin De Bruyne. He is coming playing against Newcastle, and I believe he will do something which he has never done before. That is actually score a goal. All right. So yeah, Kevin, I think I also want to jinx out another player this week, which is Anwar El Ghazi. He has returned in the last 3 weeks, so his scores were 16, 3, and 7. Scored a penalty, blanked in the Burnley game, nil-nil. Then now 2 goals in the last game. So I want him not to score a goal this game so that Grealish owners can die. So, so I just want to shout him out quickly. All right. So I think yeah, that concludes my captains.
Yes. So interesting picks, Salah, DCL, and Kevin. If you want to be a bit risky, like me, you can get in El Ghazi. It
You want
it
to test your
Risky
luck?
like you.
it the thing is, what really frustrates me is that it's like Grealish should be the one on pens. He used to be on pens, and then what happened is like recently El Ghazi started taking it. So I read about it. Why? So El Ghazi stated in the post-match press conference that Grealish himself told, "Ki bro, take this score." Like why? Like he is the one winning the penalty as well because he is the most fouled player. And there was an interesting stat about Grealish that in Europe's top five leagues, he is the first. He is ranked first in terms of chances created, big chances created in open play. So it's interesting to see an Aston Villa player like Grealish. Still, Gareth Southgate will ignore him in place for Mason Mount. So no point. No
Yes,
point.
got an assist, so you can't fight that argument.
Yeah. So the also the best part about Grealish is that he follows an arithmetic progression that he blanks 2 game weeks and then gets a haul in the third game week. So looking at this,
Yeah.
we can surely say that the game against United flashback from last year that Grealish will do something, and since it's United, it's a bit more believable that something can happen. So you can expect something from Grealish, but yes, we will also talk.
Martial to head the ball into Grealish's feet.
Possible, possible.
Possible.
You cannot
Possible.
rule that out after seeing him head straight into the PSG's net in Champions League. It's like with that much dedication and commitment, like it's like for a moment he forgot that he is not in his own books. It's like he is just tapped in directly, and the keeper was like, okay, okay, great.
I'll take it.
So yes, those were our captaincy picks for game week 15. But since game week 16 is just after that, We will also mention our captaincy picks for game week 16. So yes, these are our captaincy picks for game week 16. Again, obviously, I will go with Mohammad Salah.
This is getting quite redundant now.
Yeah, the thing that the only two constant things in this channel is me captaining Salah, recommending Salah, and the second constant thing is Arvind keeping his scout team 95% of the same every time. But he has a legit reason
There's only
that
one truth. There is only one truth in this world. Pep is bald.
Lee Grant is also
Yeah,
bald.
I have a legit reason.
So yeah, the reason for captaining Salah is that he's playing against Newcastle, who is without Lascelles, who has Jamal Lewis. That is also one reason. And he has 7 appearances against them in the last few years, and he has 4 goals and 2 assists against Newcastle. So, and it is the last game as well. So I'm a bit unsure if he will start, but I think he should. If he does not start, he will come out of the bench and obviously give us a hat trick, right? Every time. So yes, Salah
Yeah,
with 7 appearances, 4 goals, 2 against Newcastle. So that's a good pick. Another obvious choice, I guess, lot of people would captain will be Ronaldo Nazario against Fulham. So people always captain it's like the teams who play against Fulham and West Brom, and this would not be another like differential of sort. This is an obvious captaincy pick. So Son against Fulham, and considering that they are always on the counter, I think Son has great potential to do something. So yeah, Salah and Son are my picks, the obvious picks.
yeah. So game week 16, right? So I guess Spurs are facing Fulham, right? So you picked Son. I would like to pick Kane. Like uh, I think I'll I think Kane would. This would be the match that Kane would be bouncing back. So if I were you, then I would be captaining Kane. And Liverpool is also playing Newcastle, right? Liverpool is playing Newcastle. So Mane would also be a very good shout. Like he will be playing the next match, and he'll be getting some of his confidence back. And then this has been his like since like Grealish has that arithmetic progression. Mane has this trend of like blanking for some game weeks and then taking 1 or 2 matches to come back to a scoring streak or something. So if I were you, I would also be considering Mane as my captaincy pick. Also, a good shout would be Salah. Like he will be scoring. He will. Hey, shut up. He will be scoring. He like I don't like saying this, but like he is the one constant goal scorer from Liverpool. So from an FPL point of view, Salah is a very good pick. But from a personal point of view, it is a very bad pick. So yeah. So what about you, Pranav?
Mention my big hitters, my premiums. My life is ruined. So I don't want another heartbreak, another roller coaster. So I will not go with Salah. I will go with Heung-min Son. But I will also go with Firmino because I think he's having dental problems. So by the time the week happens, dental problems will be solved.
It was
He'll be
Jesus.
smiling again.
Yeah,
Don't correct me. Gabriel Jesus is a wannabe Firmino. Okay.
true that, true that.
So I feel Firmino will play both the games.
Yeah, he has
More
to.
chances to play both the games.
Yeah,
So and without him, the defense is in shambles.
yeah,
So
yeah. He's needed,
yeah.
and
So he will be a good shout.
Klopp won't start Divock Origi.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, and Shaqiri.
Yeah, he has muscle injury with unknown return date, so
Yeah,
you can't blame him.
like FPL
How
also gave
ironic.
up hope. Okay. Alex is also back, but
Oh,
Alex
Alex,
who?
Oxlade. Chamberlain.
Timberlane.
Timberlake.
So yeah,
Think that sums up, captains. We will go into the biggest discussion of this year. Probably not the first time, but
mm,
what are your plans for the big heated discussion of blank
yeah,
week
yeah,
18 and double week 19?
yeah,
BGW
yeah.
and DGW.
Mm. So I will let Arvind speak first
So
because he has.
yeah, yeah. I like I spent like last 2 or 3 hours of my life into this, and I came to nothing. So I haven't decided anything for the next 2 game weeks. So what my strategy would be, probably listening to you guys and like taking the best of your views and then combining, getting them points. So I think so. My strategy would be following you guys. So just putting it out there. So give me good advice.
Okay,
That
okay.
yeah, that's the reason I didn't specify what I'm going to do in the document because I know what will happen next. I wrote it in a separate notepad. I know that's the reason. So yeah, I will give a short summary of the blank game week 18 and double game week 19. Like these are the two game weeks which a lot of FPL managers will be looking forward to use their chips. So in blank game week we have only five fixtures which are relatively meh when considered to the other game week. So we have Sheffield against Newcastle. In this, if you want a Newcastle asset, it has to be Wilson. Your second game is between Wolves and Everton. So in Wolves you have Connor Cody, obviously, and and sorry, and in Everton obviously we have DCL, we have Yerry Mina, obviously, right? So shout out to them. Yeah, the third game week is a bit of a belter. We have City versus Brighton, and I feel it will be a good game week and good game. And but the thing is, it is Pep, and you never know what will happen because the last double game week, Sane was a very good captaincy choice, and then something happened. So you
It's
cannot.
not a double game week,
Yeah,
so you are good.
this is a blank game week wherein it's like City also plays the next game week as well. So they have
Hmm.
only single games spread across this game week. So that's good. That's good. But you never know what the fraud will start. Like we currently have Stones, but we are not even sure if he will play, especially considering the fact that Laporte started the game, played 90 minutes, and scored a goal in the last game week against the last game against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup. And Ruben Dias also started 90 minutes in that game. So you never know. So the fourth game is between Aston Villa and Tottenham, and anything can happen again. I don't know what will happen in this game, but yeah, you actually have good assets. But the sad thing is that they are playing against each other, so you don't know what will happen. The fifth game week, fifth is between Arsenal and Crystal Palace, and I don't know. Again, these two teams are very inconsistent, and considering Arsenal is like facing relegation and stuff, they won't obviously, but I don't think from an FPL perspective there are so much players. I think Zaha is only the single pick out of this. So these are the blank game weeks. So a lot of people can use their free hit to prepare their teams for blank game week, so that if you can use a free hit if you don't have that many players that game week. For example, you have only three players on the playing field or like four, so you can actually use your free hit to bring in like a temporary team who plays all these fixtures. So that's a very good option, and wildcarding wouldn't make sense. So yeah, and another option is like you can also like ignore the blank game week if you have like six to seven players already. So that's a good option. Like I was of that opinion a few years back, but since the situations have changed and the stakes are a bit more, I will play one of my chips would be which would be the free hit chip, and I will bring in players accordingly to that blank game week. So that is my plan for the blank game week.
Which place, Suraj?
Yeah. Which place? Yeah, I have a screenshot of them. Yeah. Okay, which place you need it, right? I can clearly mention like I have three Man City assets, obviously, and Newcastle asset. Obviously, it's very easy to guess who it will be. I mentioned him as well. I have
Jamal
Jam-
Lewis.
yeah,
Jamal Lewis.
Jamal Lewis, obviously, and I have three Spurs assets. That's easy to guess again. I have an Aston Villa asset, obviously. Easy to guess again. Everton asset, there is one. I have Wolves asset in the defense as well, which I did not mention.
Mhm.
Gilman.
Yeah, it has to be Kilman because he's cheap. I also have a Leeds asset because Ben.
Bamford.
No, Bamford doesn't play. It's for the bench because I had like 3.8. And I will mention, I will have Darlow in goalie because Newcastle is low. I have Darlow as my goalkeeper. Yeah, I'm not having Ederson. Like, I'm going with Darlow because they are playing against Sheffield and I believe they can do something. But they can score as well because I know Newcastle. I mentioned they have Jamal Lewis and they do not have Lascelles, and I think COVID has struck them.
Why not get in Vincent Gaita?
Crystal Palace.
Hmm.
I guess he's not 5.0. I guess
He's less than 5.
he's less than 5,
Hmm.
and they are playing against Aston Villa. But yeah,
They are playing against Arsenal.
Arsenal. So I think yeah, that's the better shot.
Why not get in?
That's the better shot. True, true, true. But
Otherwise,
I really don't like Gaita as a player, and Pranav would always agree to this point, I feel.
of course.
Of course, of
How
course.
can you not like a player? How can you not like a player?
Yeah, obviously, Salah is the best player. Kane is the
Yeah.
best player.
Moving on. Moving on.
So yeah, a lot of teams will be playing the free hits, and I would be playing it as well. And before we move to the double game week, I will stop here and ask PPK like, what's your plan for the blank game week?
Let's complete the cycle, I would say.
Okay, okay, I will complete my double game week as well. Okay. So in double game week, we have six teams playing double fixtures, and we have like other teams who play only single fixtures. We have Chelsea playing against Fulham and Leicester. Fulham is a very good pick. United against Liverpool and Fulham. Fulham is the tougher pick. Liverpool is easier, so that's that. We have Leeds against Brighton and Southampton, which is also an interesting game. Southampton versus Leicester and Leeds. Interesting, but let's see. We have Leicester against Southampton and Chelsea. I don't know. West Ham against Burnley and West Bromwich Albion. This is something very interesting because people are getting in West Ham assets. There are two to three players, namely Cresswell, Ogbonna, and I guess there's one more player. So these three players, they have actually rose in price as well because people are getting their teams ready for the double game week, and you have around one or two transfers to make, which you can do to set your team accordingly. If you're not playing a free hit, that is, if like I will be using my free hit already in the blank game week, and for this game week, I will be slowly readying my team so that I will have more players playing the two fixtures thing. But if you look at the other fixtures, which are the single one, like you have Manchester City versus Crystal Palace. This is a good fixture for City. You have Tottenham versus Sheffield, which is a single fixture. So if you have Tottenham players, I don't think you should be removing them to get in those double players. Depending on how the situation is for you. You have Aston Villa versus Everton, which is a good even contest. But Everton is will be on top, I feel. We have Wolves versus West Brom. Again, a good fixture for potential Pedro Neto and Podence owners. It will be something very interesting. And the last fixture again is Arsenal versus Newcastle. I won't talk about it. So for this game week, I have made a plan actually. I will like it's not fixed, but yeah, I had it's like most of my plays would be in the defense because it's not in a good position right now. So I think most of my plays will be in my defense and maybe getting in a West Ham player in mid like to replace Kante or someone. But Kante is also playing, so I might actually play him. in my starting 11. I don't know. I will have to check. But West Ham do have very nice fixtures in Burnley and West Brom. Burnley might be a bit tough, but West Brom again they can do something. So yeah, since this is a double game week, people can use their other chips like triple captain, or they can use their bench boost. Like these two are the uh, most used chips. I can see Arvind writing it all down in his paper. This is true, right? This is true, right? Great, 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 great stuff.
You're on mute, Arvind. You're on mute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just making the transfers right as Suraj was speaking.
Live
Live
transfers.
transfers.
Yeah. So yes, for me, yeah, I will. The first thing I would hate to do is remove Chilwell and get in a player called Zuma. I it's like those one of those players which I really don't believe in, but I also didn't believe in Grealish as well in Game Week 3, and then he saw our episode and I decided to go ham. So I might get in Zuma, I might get in Ogbonna or Cresswell depending. I Ogbonna is
You
quite
should get in Kufal
yeah,
better.
Kufal is the third player. Yes, Kufal, Cresswell, and Ogbonna are those three players which a lot of people are getting in. But considering my budget, I don't. I think Ogbonna is the cheap.
Kufal is cheaper.
Kufal is cheaper.
Kufal is yeah. I think so. Let me check.
Kufal
Coufal.
Nice 4.6.
4.6.
Yeah,
So yeah,
told you.
for
Cheapest. He is the cheapest option out of all of them.
yeah, for me it has to be Kufal. Then I will update my.
I have to make the decision for him, right?
Yeah, that's how. And then Arvind will write that down. It's a three-way thing.
I already made that transfer, so
So, hey, what did you say? This is great. Like, this is great. So, yeah. So you have two options. You can build a team with all 15 players and use a bench boost so that you will get in some good advantage, or you can use a triple captain. For me, I haven't fixed on which chip to use right now because I don't think I will have a playing 15 by then. And usually,
Who are you going to triple captain in that case?
yeah, in case I have that double game. Nah, that's the thing because the fixtures for me, I feel that the Tottenham one is the easiest one against Sheffield. But
Yeah, but that is not a double game week, right?
yeah,
That's
but
not a double fixture.
that's not a double fixture. But I will be having Kane and Son unless Kane does something stupid. But yeah, I might captain Son. But yeah, but if you're logically speaking, you should be going someone like is Liverpool playing twice?
Liverpool playing twice.
Liverpool is playing against United and Fulham. Yeah, so that's also good fixture wherein I would obviously captain you know who, but then I don't want to be like Salah should not be like bench for the second game just because he came in all and gave it all in the United game. Like Klopp would be like, it's a Fulham lads, and he should not like start Alex over him. So I fear that. That's the only reason why I'm
Think
thinking of
you missed out.
on.
Versus United and it's Burnley.
Yeah. Okay, Burnley, yeah. Fernandes is yeah. United is playing against Liverpool and Fulham, so that's the
Hmm.
thing. The first game for both these players are the toughest ones. Like United and Liverpool are playing in the first game, and the second game is comparatively easier. So that's the thing. If it was the second game, then it would have been a bit easier to predict. But then, yeah, Salah and Fernandes would be the pick for most of the guys, I believe. So that
You can, in the last 5 games versus Manchester United, Salah has how many goals and assists, do you know?
one,
One. You know
yeah,
which one was it?
yeah, the one where he raised in Daniel James and he could not sadly
Yes,
reach him.
which was last year in the
Yeah,
93rd minute.
yeah. So Salah against United would be, and I think Maguire will be behind him the entire 90 minutes. So, or it would be Luke Shaw.
Behind me chasing. That's all.
He will be running in full speed. I think it will be tight game. Like it, so it's difficult to captain, but it depends on how they play against Fulham and Burnley. So that's what toss. That's the reason why I really want to captain like a single game week guy. But yeah, if you have like good Chelsea players, I guess Chelsea was Fulham, but they have Leicester as well, and Leicester is not out of the top 10. It's like they are inside top 10, and Chelsea fails against the top 10 teams. So
Top 13, top 13.
top
To be
13 teams
proper.
to be precise. So yeah, if you want to triple captain, I don't know. I think there will be more double game weeks on the way according to Ben Crellin. So that's another thing to consider. But for me personally, I usually don't use the bench boost option well because there might be like one player on the bench always who actually plays. So I would usually play my wildcard sometime later and then prepare my team accordingly for the next double game week that would be coming. But it won't be this massive, I believe, because this like there are a lot of good fixtures here, but they are tight as well. So if I triple captain, yeah, I would personally at this moment I would be going for Sun, even though it's a single game week. But yeah, I don't want to
I
risk.
think you will be better off with Bruno.
I think yeah, Bruno will be marked as well in the Liverpool game, but against Fulham he
Yes,
can come
he
right.
he will he will he
He
will
he
get
might
that.
get he might get a penalty. That's one thing. That's one thing. And if you look at, it's like a totally unrelated topic, but Carlo Ancelotti, we play Everton next. So Carlo Ancelotti mentioned a good thing about Fernandes is that it's like the entire team revolves around Fernandes, and if you give Bruno Fernandes space, then you are done. Because I think he has seen that clip wherein Bruno Fernandes just hits from somewhere and Pickford's hands could not reach it. So it's last year I believe, yeah. And Pickford's it's like was like first game or something, and he did it.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. It was a slow shot. It was just in the corner, bottom corner.
Bottom right corner, and it went in. So he knows that giving him space would be the biggest risk that they would be taking. So they will be closing in on him. So I think a lot of other teams also does know that, and I feel ki they might block out Bruno, but he's always in the game somehow. So you don't know. Let's
This
see.
is actually only footballer in Manchester United. Everyone else is just standing there just to
Yeah,
fill in the space.
yeah, he's yeah.
So, but still they managed to win. So,
Somehow, somehow. Second.
so I still won't rule out having Bruno because he still will get the points somehow.
Hmm.
Even though I don't have him,
You
sadly.
you will have him soon.
Nah.
Yeah,
Mm.
another I read about another interesting thing is that on 28th you will get your second wild card. So what you can do actually is use that to make a good team for your double game week ready with good players for the rest of the season. But considering me in my situation, I don't think I will use that because I think my team is pretty well set. And the only thing I have to worry about is my defense because whoever taken gets injured. So the only thing I have to fix is that and not take hit. So for me, it has to be free hit in blank game week 18, and I would mostly use my triple captain in double game week 19 and use my wildcard again sometime soon, and then there will be another double game week coming soon. Then I will use my bench boost usually for namesake. But let's see.
Okay, so before going in, what normally happens is your fixtures come in. You will have your Carabao Cup. After that, you know who is going to play in the next round, right? So based on that, you can kind of predict who is going to play in the. So there are three essential blank weeks. One is the this one. This is like kind of different, but normally what you get is one in the 25th game week, one in the 33rd, and probably like 37 or something. That's what you normally get because of how the fixtures pan out. Now, recently, Suresh told me that the Carabao will be extended to April.
Yeah, the final will
So,
be played in April, I guess there's one or two more rounds to play. So
Yeah, it's a quarterfinal going on. So
yeah,
there is one semi-final and then the final. So if they are going to change the fixtures, then again how the blanks and the doubles will pan out, you don't know. So this season is weird thanks to the coronavirus 19 and soon to be coronavirus 20. So, so keeping that in mind, I'll walk you into the double gaming. So my strategy is simple. I will not bother about it because there will be better games. Point number one is if I am the way I've planned out my transfers, I have around 8 players playing in the single game week. Uh, Sadly, not anyone from City. Keeping in mind Stones won't play. So a lot of people have Tottenham players, have DCL, have Callum Wilson, have Kevin De Bruyne, have Grealish. So that's almost like half your team. Right. So if you have like 7 or 8 players already playing in the blank game week, and those are players which are not replaceable. So they are going to play in the double game week as well, the game week 19. So you have players like Son, Kane, Kevin, Wilson, DCL playing only one fixture in the double game week. So you are already at a loss if you're using bench boost or something like that. And the second thing is you don't have that many good fixtures in the double game week. It's not like a win-win situation anyway. It is like one bad, one good. There are no two okay fixtures anywhere. Only okay fixtures I can see is with Leicester, Southampton, or Leeds. Those three teams are having okay fixtures, but then again, their form is very temporary. It can change anytime. So only good fixtures is with West Ham United. And the West Ham United team itself is very inconsistent. So if you see, I have Jared Bowen in my team. He has blanked for the last 3 weeks, and he has a consistent level of blanking. So he scores once. He is like Grealish, but on a lower level. So that's the kind of team they have. So again, going with West Ham United is a waste of time. And let's say you are bringing in 3 players of West Ham United. 3 out of your 11 is West Ham United is not really good looking at for your team. So you're sacrificing 4 weeks just to build up to this double game week, which is stupidity in my opinion. Although if you already have them, good for you. Good for you. If you already have like a playing 15 set with West Ham United players sitting on your bench, good for you. You are set. But in my case, I have 8 players. So the players I will have, let me just check it out. I don't remember the name. So I have Martinez, Wilson, Kane, Connor Cody, sadly, Stones, if he plays, Sun, Neto, and DCL, the way it is right now. So, so that is why I won't go with a blank, not going to free it in the blank, and not going to captain anyone because there's no one in worth triple captaining. Because a lot of good players like City is playing Crystal Palace, that's a very good fixture. Tottenham is playing Sheffield United, that's a very good fixture. Newcastle is playing Arsenal, that's also a very good fixture. So, so there are good fixtures outside of the double weeks which you can potentially get well. True that Liverpool can play against Burnley and then score 7, but that's like Salah getting 16 points plus 2 points of the playing 90 minutes against United. But then again, they manage the minutes so that he might not play the entire game against Burnley. It's depending because it is possible that Liverpool are first and United is second by the time the double game week happens, right? So in that scenario, Liverpool's first option would be to kill out Manchester United, tackle all their players, get Bruno to hospital so that they don't come and challenge later. So that kind of shithouse tactics I've learned from Klopp. I'm just kidding. So so that would be the emphasis. Secondly, one more thing everyone is forgetting about is Manchester United and Manchester City are having one fixture in hand, which is against Burnley and Aston Villa.
true.
United is playing, I think,
Villa.
Burnley and City is playing Villa. in if I'm not wrong. So that can also come in somewhere in between as a double game week. So you can also benefit that. So depending on how they plan the fixtures, it could be 2 good weeks for some City asset like Kevin, and that will not be necessarily a double week for others. So you can use your triple captain in that space. So that kind of scenario happened with Manchester City 2 weeks, 2 seasons ago, where I captained Sunny and got in 3 points. I'm talking 3 points after the triple captain, so I got in 1 point. So there are a lot of options still there. The world does not end after the double game week 19. So I would say, in my opinion, I would say hold on to your tokens. Use your wildcard because if you haven't used it, 28 is a deadline for the first one. So use it. And also I forgot to add, Aston Villa, Newcastle, because of the COVID-19 outbreak, was also cancelled. That is also there. So Aston Villa potentially has two fixtures which are not yet confirmed. One against City, which is a bad one against Newcastle, which is a good one. So if you have like two players like El Ghazi because and Ezri Konsa, you could benefit of that also. I think Arvind has written all of this down.
Yeah, Arvind is writing. We have one actual viewer viewing us, which is Kostu Pawar. Kostu would more interested in seeing my green screen. So this time it's not green, man. Sorry.
It's trippy red.
It's trippy red. Yeah, trip. Ah, you got it. Got it now. Got it now. So yeah, we have a lot of good approaches. For me, I'm playing the free hit because I have only like 5 players for the blank game week. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm. And if I'm doing that, I would be very much dependent on City and Newcastle to play well. So I don't know. The main thing is that it's City and not someone else. If it had been like someone like Liverpool, it would have been okay. So, but it's not, and I don't know how Pep will manage that. So I'm the only. Yeah, I have made a like template team to check it out, but it would certainly change the way things will go ahead. So let's see. It is very interesting how we both plan for the blank game week, which means Arvind also can do something. Arvind is like, okay, instant transfer right now. I don't want to challenge the
I have a
price.
notepad. I have a notepad with me. I just turned off my camera and I was writing everything. So
Yeah, great.
so you couldn't see what my strategies were. So
Yeah,
that is why.
great. It would be a mix. It would be a mix of both of us. So yeah, we haven't even reached half of our video and we have crossed around like 1 hour 16 mark.
It's okay. We can rush through this.
We
This
can,
is a
yeah,
big discussion.
this was the main discussion point of this video, which it's like this is the early stage as well. So we might be talking more about this in the other pod as well in the upcoming weeks
Give
because
me 25. Get ready.
the thing is in the a lot of tactics will change depending on if imagine if like Kane, Son, Bruno, everyone gets injured on Christmas Day, what will happen? You can obviously all of your tactics will change, and then Arvind will also be happy is another point. So, so yeah, no more jokes. We will quickly move forward to scout team. So we will be covering game week 14. Before we move ahead, we will talk about our last game week scout, which was pretty peng. I had 88 points from my scout team.
Just
So
88.
just 88 man, like 56 from like 10 players and then 32 from Salah. I had Salah
Salah.
captain in this one as well. So imagine if it didn't start that game and if it had didn't started, it's like my FPL team would have been gone and then this my scout team would have gone as well. So I had Martinez who gave me 6, Chilwell with 1, obviously, Robertson with 10, Reece James 0. I had went with Chilwell and Reece James here as well, so F me. So they return scores
Yeah.
of 1 and 0. Add Sun with 2 points, Fernandez 17, KDB 5. Wilson I had him, he got in 9. Kane with 2, obviously. Arvind is dead. DCL with 4. And Captain Salah. So without captain I had 56. And then captaining him 32, 88 points. Moving on with Arvind, he was absent. So nil. We have PPK.
Pickford bailed on me, so I got two from Pickford. My captain got me 2 points. My vice captain got me zero. My captain was Ollie Watkins, who got a goal, but
Offside.
FPL decided not to give him.
Yeah.
Lamprey decided not to show up.
Yep.
Then I had Connor Cody, Robbo.
Scam 2020.
Scam.
I had Robbo with 10, Salah with 16, Sun and Podence
Two each.
sad, Grealish with 10, DCL with 4, and Kane with a blank. So
If
that was 55. If I had been like Suraj and Captain Salah, it would have affected my game week,
yeah,
but I
true.
would have gotten more in the scout. I don't care
Yeah,
about
the
the
thing
scout.
is, if I remove Salah from my team, I would still have 56 points, which is this has happened a lot of times, especially when Arvind captains someone right, and he gets like something like 101, and we would get something like 50s or 60s, and he can actually take his captain out of the team, and still he would be beating us. Like this has happened a lot of times. So our game week 15 scout teams.
Ta-ta-ta.
Yeah, before that, I would like to confirm from you guys. Are you hearing something in the background?
Yes, yes.
You are hearing, so
Yes,
I will
yes.
just I will
We
just
are
log
hearing.
I will just log
Put
them
them
up,
back in
man.
the basement.
I can't believe you didn't lock him up till now.
That's the thing. I felt it's like midday midweek and you should have like some oxygen.
They know COVID 20 is here, right?
Yeah, that's the reason I'm
Yeah.
allowing them to go out.
Wow.
Mutant COVID-20.
Straight to the basement, man. I don't know what else I think I will have to use like a soundproof home from next time. It's
You
not
have to
Okay,
start asking
let's
for
continue.
donations.
Let's continue.
the
Let's continue. Let's continue. I think
so
Arvind, till the time Suraj
yeah,
seals his
I'm done.
basement.
I'm done.
Other than fast, fast. Hurry up, hurry up,
Yeah,
hurry up.
so for yeah. So yeah, this is our game week 15 scout teams. A lot of people haven't subscribed. We can be asked to show you the exact number because no one subs. We are at 87 subs, and we need 13 subs in like around 7 to 8 days, which seems like a very big task. It's just because of you. Yes, you, the person watching this, you are not subscribed. It's just one red button called the subscribe button.
Hit the as
Am I
well.
supposed to point?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
you as well.
you, you, you.
So please do subscribe. It would mean a lot. I have tirelessly said this in the last videos, and scout videos are the one which is the most loud video in from the FPL point of view. So yeah, we will talk about our game week 15 scout teams. For me, I have a team of 3-4-3, obviously, and in goal I would have McCarthy, my favorite goalkeeper, who is playing against Fulham. So I have him in my scout team. In my defense, I have Dias, Robertson, and Mina. Dias is playing against Newcastle. Robertson is playing against West Brom, and Mina is playing against someone I don't know.
Himself.
Yeah, against Wolves, yeah. So I have him, and then in my mid, obviously the golden quadrilateral of Salah, Fernandez, KDB, and Mane. This time I'm not having Son. I'm having Mane because I'm going all out for against West Brom. In my front three, I have DCL, Kane, and Che Adams. So DCL,
Terms.
yes, Che Adams. DCL plays against Sheffield is a very good pick. Kane, I think he will do something about his form in this game, and he will do something. And Che Adams is a he plays against who? He plays against
Southampton, right? Southampton is
Southampton
playing
play
Fulham,
Fulham,
I guess.
Fulham, yeah, Fulham, yeah. McCarthy and he is from the same team, yeah. So he's playing as Fulham. I guess Ings is injured. I would have picked Ings, but he is injured. So I'm going with this team. So for me, the captain is Salah. Obviously, it's not something you would have to guess by now. And my vice captain is Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, you can also speak about your scout team for Game Week 16 as well.
हम्म
No.
एक्चुअली हम एक्चुअली क्या हो रहा है कि हम लोग कट करेंगे इसको एक साथ. इट्स लाइक पहले हम गेम वीक 15 के बारे में बोलेंगे फिर
15
गेम वीक
one
16.
week, yeah, then second week.
फिर कट करना इजी पड़ेगा राइट.
Okay. Okay, okay, no problem.
Some country fellows are
So,
speaking. Now we are good.
या.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I'll go next. I have Ederson as my goalkeeper, and this is the defensive line. I would like to have Vestergaard. Like he'll get me so that header points. Like I expect a goal from him. Robertson and Mina. Mina, I'm keeping it just for the clean sheet, and Robertson for those assists. And in the mid, I have made one change.
I heard him say Mina and clean sheet, Everton and clean sheet. What is wrong with this guy? You know that Mina got a goal last week,
I,
not
I
a clean sheet, right?
Yeah, I know.
the thing is I scammed. See, Arvind won't listen this. Okay, Pranav. I scammed him to take Mina, and he actually copy pasted my scout team, so he does not know. So let him keep it. So yeah, yeah. What are we talking about?
Right. Acha, acha, acha. I'll still keep Mina. Yeah, so in the mid, I have made one change this time. I have brought in Mane instead of Son. Like I think he would score in this game. And in the forward, this is the front three that I usually have. This is DCL, Vardy, and Kane. And from in this team, I would like to captain Bruno the Flippin Fernandes, and the vice captain would be Kevin De Bruyne. So
Good
that
picks.
was my scout team for game week 15. I
Yo.
don't know, what about yours?
Uh, okay. My team is having Allison in goal, Stones in the center back. I don't know why I keep
Hmm.
keep bringing Stones back.
Hmm.
I can put in Diaz, it's fine,
Yeah.
but whatever.
It's
Robertson is still here, and now a new boy has come in. I am going to ruin his life as well. His name is Thiago Silva.
yes.
In midfield, I have Son, Salah, Kevin, and Mount.
Mount. Gareth
Yeah, I mean,
Southgate approves.
Mount.
I've turned into Gareth Southgate and sold Grealish to get in Mount.
Yeah.
That is life. And in my attack, I have Dominic Calvert-Lewin,
Mhm.
Harry Kane, and
Ooh.
Roberto Firmino.
Ooh. So you are playing 4-4-2 with Firmino in defense.
Nice one, nice one. For a moment, I had to check. Is my formation correct? Anyways, my captain is Bobby Firmino, and my
Great.
vice captain is DCL.
Yeah. Have to get them clean sheet points.
Yes, shit points.
So yes, those were our scout picks for game week 15. Pretty
Subscribe.
yeah, pretty busy game week and subscribe, like, share, comment, pin, post, do everything you can do. But please subscribe, man.
100 subs,
100
100
subs,
subs by the end of the year.
100 subs by 2020, or what will we do? We won't do anything. We will continue. We are not that big that we will stop making videos or anything. But yeah, it would be a big good
Make
motive.
even more videos. We will spam even more.
Yes, we will spam you even more. My WhatsApp contacts are already tired of this shit. And I have to like block.
They should have already completed.
They must have. I can't fathom the number of people who have actually muted me on WhatsApp and other social media just because of spam. And
I'm one of them.
one of my खुद का नमक खाते हो.
Imagine you're spamming Pranav with NooseTime link and he's muting you.
Like
The-
I've had enough shit.
yeah, actually the fun fact is that one of my college mates have like saved my contact as SRJ spammer. So that that
It should be scammer. It should be scammer, but that's fine.
yeah, for they don't know the FPL point of view, right? That's the thing. So yes, enough chit chat before we move ahead to game week 16. So yeah, we will mention again just to make the editors life easy. Like subscribe, man, subscribe. This is a very interesting video. I hope you like it. No
Welcome to Game
cringe,
Week 16 Scout teams.
straight facts.
First, first we are going with Suraj Nair. Please
Yes.
begin.
So this game week I took in someone who I never picked in my scout team till now, which is Pope. I have Pope.
Good pick, good pick.
I have Pope, who is playing against whom? Who he plays against Sheffield. And the thing is, I noticed like he's a very he's such a keeper who a lot of people don't have in them like in their FPL teams. But if you look in the details, like he has scores of like 11, 11, 10, 9, 11 in between whenever he gets a clean sheet because he always gets them three bonus points and always
Save
gets
points as well.
save points. Yeah, I was confused. Like he didn't save a penalty, then why he's getting like 11 points? Then I okay, like 6 plus 3 plus 3. He always gets them. Like he does a lot of saves. And against Sheffield, I'm not expecting a lot of save, but yeah, I'm expecting a clean sheet the least. So yeah,
Yeah.
Pope is in my goalkeeper slot. In defense, I have
He's
Diaz.
also having a good fixtures, right? He's also having good
Yeah,
fixtures.
yeah. He's playing Leeds, Sheffield, Fulham. So that's a good run of fixtures. Before he has a blank and then he plays West Ham, and after that, yeah, you have a list of torrid fixtures, and it goes on until like 34th game week, so that's a bit tough. So but yeah, for this game week I am looking forward how Pope performs. And next up I have, see, I also don't know why I have okay, I have Dyers. I don't have Stones. I'm happy. So I have Dyers, Dyer and TAA Trent instead of Robo. I think he has now fully come back to the squad and also chipped in with an assist in the last game. So now
Hmm.
you can see Inshallah and crosses from the right side as well, not just the left side. And I,
Mane will get goals now.
yeah, now Mane will be getting them points because Robo was always passing to Salah, he scores. Now Trent will come, he will do Inshallah cross, and then Mane will score. You have Firmino obviously who just stands there. So in the midfield, I have uh, 1 second. Discord. Yep, he's back. So yes, in my midfield, I have Salah, San, Bruno, and this time I have someone else who is Madison, James Madison, who has been an interesting pick. And I I want to jinx him just because Pranav speaks about a lot. And so
Again,
he's playing against Crystal Palace, and I feel he will be the pivot. Like he's the person who will do a lot of like he's a creative output for Leicester, and if he can what he does good, like Crystal Palace will be wrecked. So I think Madison is a good pick for that game week. I don't know why I like to take a punt this time. I'm bored of having KDB, Son, Salah, Bruno every time. So in my forward list, I have Kane, I have Bamford, which are like fine picks, but I also have Martial this time. Like no one in this scout
Differential.
section, no one in this scout section ever took a United player other than like AVB and Bruno. This is the first time someone is taking like a
I
forward
think
pick.
Arvind has brought in Maguire before.
Maguire.
Ah, no. No, no, no. I
Yeah,
haven't.
yes.
I
No, you
haven't.
haven't?
If it's true,
No, no.
man, I will have to ban you.
No, no, no.
So
I didn't.
Martial is playing against Wolves. So Wolves, and we have a very bad memory that we never do good against them. But this time I feel that since Pranav has Conor Cody and we are doing well, I feel there is something in that fixture. Like we don't have Adama Traore starting always as well. So there's no baby oil to think about as well. So he has less physico rating, so he's very sad. Physico.
Physico 80.
So yeah, this is like like my scouting for Gaming 16 with like some very interesting picks in the form of Pope, Martial, Madders, and TAA. Over
With
to
your
you, Arvind.
Yeah, for game week 16, I have Hugo Lloris as my goalkeeper. Like they are playing Fulham, right? So probably the clean sheet points I'm
Mm-hmm.
expecting from him. In the
Mm-hmm.
defensive line, I have Robertson just for
When
this assist.
okay, okay, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, no, tell
I
me.
saw something, but I will mention at the end. And I I saw
Okay, okay.
something in your team, but I will mention at the end. Okay, go ahead, go ahead. No, I will say it right now because we have to cut this video as well.
Hey,
Uh,
I have four assets, right?
yeah, you have four Tottenham assets. So if
Yeah,
you want
so
to remove one, you can remove one right now.
yeah, I'm so sorry. I did not notice this before. So the goalkeeper, I'll keep the same, Loris. In the defensive line, I would like to have Robertson, Yerimina. I know Yerimina would be playing City next, but I think he'll be getting us those
Hmm.
points like he would score, and Eric Dyer for those clean sheet points. And in the mid, I would like to have Mane, Fernandez, Salah, and if I'm not having Son, then let me check from your teams who I would like to have. Yeah, I would probably like to have then Zaha. Like he would be the next obvious choice.
Hmm.
And the front three would be the same, just like every game week. DCL, Kane, and Vardy. So just to make it different, I would be captaining Kane in game week 16.
Hmm.
And Jamie Vardy would be my vice captain.
Very great experience having captaining Kane here.
Kane, yeah, yeah. So I think this would be the game week that changes everything,
Hmm.
my perspective and
Yeah.
everything. So that was my scout team for game week 16.
Yeah. Okay.
okay, okay. Full speed. I'll sticking with Allison. In defense, I have a very different boy in Tarkowski, Robertson, and Regulion.
This is the first time I saw Tarkovsky actually.
The first time in 3 years of playing FPL, Suraj has seen the face of Tarkowski, even though he has had him in his team before.
True.
That's the kind of commitment Suraj is having. In my midfield, I still have Son and Salah. I have Bruno this week. And as a last pick, I am not getting Madison, I'm getting in Zaha just for the sake of it. In attack, I have DCL, Kane, and Firmino.
Hmm.
It feels kind of familiar,
Yeah.
but it is. And this week, I'm captaining Kane instead of Firmino.
Okay. Okay.
And Firmino is my vice captain.
Yeah, it's interesting how you have went for Firmino in both these game weeks. It's like it's a
Yes.
very big differential. If he does something, your scout team will rise.
He will not. He will not. I was telling you already. He's not going to do it.
Let's see, let's see. Zaha would have been your differential, but it stopped being your differential 5 seconds ago, so it's okay. It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Had to do it. Had to do it. No other option. See, the best part is like if he had gone for Pope, I would have like stopped this stream right now. But he did not go for it. So I was like, okay, I don't have Zaha. Like PPK has Zaha. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Scam continues. Scam continues. So yeah, those are game week 16 scout teams. Pretty interesting one with a lot of uh,
Subscribe.
yeah, a lot of good players. Subscribe, 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 subscribe
100 subs, 100 subs, 100
by end of this
subs.
year. Use hashtag 100 subs by end of the year. We will follow you back on Twitter for one day.
We won't. We won't.
One day. So yes, those were our chunky content of this stream, and the best part is like our last stream was one of our shortest ones. We ended it in like 1 hour 38 minutes, and this time we have already hit it because obviously we talked a lot about DGW and the BGW. So here comes our Fast sections, the score predictions. Last game week we did not predict any scores because obviously we are not making a video out of it. So why the effort? And we also didn't have Arvin. So yeah, we had
Differential.
yeah we were not interested in doing that. So before we move, we have four viewers now. I don't know. It's like Abhishek. I asked Abhishek, "Khana ho gaya kya?" He said yes. So I just asked him, "Kya tha?" So yeah, we for gaming 14, yeah, we don't have any score predictions. It's nil. So for 15, we will move with supersonic speed. Leeds and Manchester United 1-2 to United. Manchester United.
2-1 to Leicester.
It's Leicester, not Leeds. Leeds was last week.
Okay. United will win, man.
Leicester 2-1 to Leicester.
Two, 1 United. United will win as usual. It is going to be two Vardy on goals.
Please, Vardy. And yeah, I will mention the second game, but now we have more viewers on the stream, and apparently it's Abhishek Pandey from his another fake account. So we now have two Pandays in our stream.
That's the commitment we need from you guys.
Yeah, shout out to Abhishek Pandey. He has written a very great novel, Project Chronos, along with me. So Amazon. He is also giving in predictions 2-1. To whom, man? He will say you. Great, we have viewers coming in with their predictions as well. So we will compare this when this happens. We have Aston Villa and Crystal Palace. I'm going 2-0
Crystal
to
Palace.
Aston Villa.
Crystal
1-0
Palace.
to Aston Villa.
Okay, I'm going with 2-all draw.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, Abhishek Pandey has said 2-1 to United. Okay, great. He is a United guy. We have Fulham Southampton 2-0 to Southampton.
The same. Control C, Control V.
Yeah, that's the thing. 2-1.
2-1 to
So
Southampton.
if Southampton scores, who will be it? Will it be Lookman or Bobby Cardovery?
Uh, Southampton scores.
No, sorry, Fulham.
Lookman, obviously.
Lookman, obviously, yeah. We have Arsenal Chelsea. I'm going 2-0 for Arsenal. Arsenal won't score.
2-1 to Arsenal. I think Oba will score.
Yeah, he will score an own goal.
That makes more sense.
Possible,
Yeah.
possible.
I'm also going with 2-1. I'm expecting Bukayo Saka to score.
Can be.
That's it. Nothing else.
Uh,
Accidentally, he will score.
Tap in goal. We have City Newcastle. I'm going 2-0 with City.
3-0. City.
City has a problem finishing. They won the last game 1-0 without Ings.
Hmm.
So it's going to be
Hmm.
2-0, but it will be like accidentally they scored twice in the first half.
And then they will like play like having possession and sort.
Yeah.
Sheffield Everton 3-0 to Everton.
You're very overestimating Everton. What the heck? Like 3-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
2-0. 2-0 to Everton.
I'm going with 2-1. Sheffield will score. Actually, sorry. I take it back. Gary Mina will score an own goal. Fuck you guys.
Hey, come on, man. Just because we have him in my scouting does not mean.
Great, great. And the thing is Sheffield can score because Pickford cannot reach. So
Yeah.
that's another
If you remember, Yerry Mina is the same guy who passed to Salah in the match against Liverpool.
is it?
Yeah. He tried to clear it and it went straight into Salah's foot.
So we have another reason why we have Mina in our team stats.
I know it is.
Body chess. So see the only reason why I mentioned Mina is lot because I know someone will be baited by this and Arvind took that bet. So perfect. We have Leeds and Burnley. I'm going 2-1 to Leeds.
Control C, Control V.
Great.
2-0,
Ab-
2-0. Burnley won't score.
yeah, Abhishek Pandey, you can always mention your predictions as well. West Ham, Brighton, 2-0 to West Ham.
1-0 to West Ham.
Just watching the Everton game. It is going to be a 1-all draw. Danny Welbeck 95th minute goal.
Ooh.
Oh, that is very specific.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, Liverpool fans might remember.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. We have Liverpool and West Brom. I am going with 3-0. Oh my goodness. Go ahead.
4-0. 4-0.
5 nil.
Mane will score twice.
5 nil. All of them by Allison.
अभिषेक अभिषेक पांडे says मुझे घंटा नहीं पता आधे टीम्स का नाम.
That's okay. That's okay. Watch our streams regularly. You'll
Yeah,
get to
Yes.
know.
I
Yes.
mentioned Mumbai City FC कह दे. We have Wolves and Tottenham. I'm going 2-0 to Tottenham.
I think this would be a draw with both teams scoring a goal each.
Hmm. Yeah. Chennai
It is going
Super Kings always. Okay.
2-1 to Tottenham.
Okay. So you're saying Tottenham won't keep a clean sheet.
No.
Okay. Sadly, we have Tottenham winners.
Obviously, Pedro Neto is going to score, man. How are you going to ignore that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will move
You
ahead.
meant Podence, right?
I have Neto. I have Neto.
So Podence will score.
We will move ahead with game week 16 score predictions. Parts apart, we have CP Leicester. I'm going 2-0 to Leicester.
3-1 to Leicester.
Ooh, 2-1 to CP.
Oh,
Ooh,
that is.
entirely different. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Not see it coming.
Yeah, because Leicester is very unpredictable. I know the thinking behind this. And yeah, let's see.
I know they have NDD, but I feel Crystal Palace will do some madness soon.
Yeah, Eze and Zaha on this score sheet. We have Chelsea, Aston Villa. I'm going 3-0 to Chelsea.
1-0.
I
Not a
don't
high scoring game.
I don't know why I have written 3-0. I really want to change it because I didn't consider it. Oh, it is Aston Villa like last season, but this time Aston Villa it's completely different
Come
team.
on,
I'm
Martinez,
I'm
bro.
I'm I'm changing it. I'm changing it to 2-1. Okay, I will go with 2-0. Yeah, Everton MC and
Hey,
okay, Everton City. I'm going with 2-1 to City.
And they prediction. Chelsea. It's 2-0 to
yeah,
Chelsea for
Okay.
this.
I said it for you, right? Copied it.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
Everton.
So Everton City. I think Everton will be on top 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Everton on top. Wow. Okay. Even Ancelotti will not believe that, but that's okay. 2-1 to City.
Okay.
Obviously DCL will score.
DCL will score and Stone will score twice. Yeah.
Yeah, Stones will score.
Brighton Arsenal, I'm going with a 1-1 draw. This time they will get a Neil Maupay own goal. Neil Maupay own goal, and they will get someone will score from Brighton, man.
Danny
I
Welbeck, bro.
Danny
think this.
Welbeck. Yeah, Danny Welbeck will score. Yeah.
Yeah, this would be a goalless draw.
I
Mm.
think I'm going one step ahead. Arsenal is going to lose.
Ooh.
1-0, 95th minute, Danny Welbeck, because Arsenal threw out Danny Welbeck to Watford.
Ah,
So he will come back for revenge.
revenge. This can happen. Yeah. Burnley Sheffield.
Possible, possible.
Burnley Sheffield. Yeah, I'm going 2-0 to Burnley, man.
1 nil to Burnley. Once again, not a high scoring game.
It's going to be a draw, either nil-nil or 1-1.
Possible. Southampton West Ham 2-1 Southampton.
This would be a draw, like both the teams scoring once.
The team scoring twice.
Mm.
Both the teams scoring twice. Good one.
Because yeah, they do have scorers in their teams. That's the thing.
On Jared Bowen, bro.
You
Shea
have
Adams, bro.
Yeah, he has a lot of faith in him.
We have West Brom Albion facing Leeds. I'm going 2-0 to Leeds.
2-1 to Leeds.
3-1 to lead. I feel BSLA is going to get sacked.
After winning, right? Yeah. West Bromwich got a draw against City, and then they decided, okay, this sounds like the perfect time to sack our manager because he just got 1 point against City.
Not
That too,
not not City. It's against Liverpool. After the Liverpool game, they decided to sack him.
yeah. Then he came and played against City, stole a point. That too away fixture. No, we have someone like Sam sitting there for so many weeks without any job, and it's December time. So what we do, we sack him and get him back. So
Hap-
and
Happy holidays.
one fact about Sam is that he usually gets appointed as the managers of relegation type teams. Until now, he has always managed to get them out of the relegation zone when the league ends. So this is a big test for him, how he brings out West Brom. This time it would be a bit easier because you have Arsenal as well in the spot. But yeah, it will be interesting how Big Sam does it.
Yeah.
So you have United
More
Wolves. The most interesting game. I am still rooting for United. Arvind is wearing my jersey, but I am rooting for United 2-1.
Oh, sorry. United Wolves, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, 2-1 to Wolves. United is not winning it.
He's right. United is not winning it, but neither is Wolves. So it's going to be a one-all draw.
Right in between. So we have all the three results possible. It's like just the scoreline has to be seen. It's like we have not said that neither of the team will not score. There's no zero in there. So let's see. Let's see.
So obviously,
We have faith in United defense, right? Tottenham Fulham
Yeah.
2-0 to Tottenham.
2-0 Tottenham.
3-0, bro. It's going to be Regulion hat-trick.
Yeah, you should
Yeah,
have
I'm
said
surprised you didn't say Norris hat-trick.
you should have said Bale. Considering the way he's playing. Yeah. We have Newcastle Liverpool, the last game. Ah, thank God. 2-0 to Newcastle. Sorry, Liverpool, sorry.
3-0 to Liverpool.
3-0
Mm,
to Bobby Firmino.
can be, can be. So yeah, finally we are done with the score predictions. We had four people
Good
predict this time
predictions.
with us three, and okay, 2-0 to Chelsea in some one of the games because Lalit sir used to support Chelsea. Great, great.
That,
Why did
that
you
makes a
remind
lot of
us?
sense.
Why did you remind us?
Yeah.
So we have our favorite section, Papa Mouse, quote of that week. So yeah, the last week we had a very interesting one-liner from him that the best team lost, to which Arvind had talked a lot to us, not in the chat because then the stream would be like 2 hours, 3 hours long. So after that one-liner, Arvind has turned on against Mao and has decided to write against them. So
Yeah.
yeah, we won't go there. It's like the dark side of NooseTime. So yeah, against Leicester, he said that they went 1-0 down, and then in the second half, we scored an own goal. When we had the word that you, the media, loves possession, so we kept possession, and we were in more creation, and that was difficult. So the reaction was positive, but Kasper Schmeichel made a couple of important saves, and that could have given us the life for the last minutes of the game. But in the end, it's a game that we lose with a penalty and an own goal. So with the result, it looks like the opponent was totally in control or the opponent was better than us. But that's not the reality. Our performance was not good, but the game was not like they deserve to win or we deserve to lose. After seeing this Chargers draw with Palace, so Mourinho is basically in his typical fashion masking the truth that matters for his side. It's like he's not at fault. It's like the game went like that. People always say possession football is great, but people are saying counter-attacking football is bad. So that's not the case. And the thing is, a lot of teams are actually starting to understand this. And Brendan Rodgers was very smart. Like he did not play like a high line. They sat back, aram say, okay, give Tottenham the possession. Like let them do anything with it. We will play on the counter. We will create more chances when you have the ball. We'll play something speed. But Tottenham are very poor, like United, when they have the ball. So that's what happened in that game. And Brendan Rodgers was smart enough to track Son not, and he should not be free to roam. So I think a lot of other teams will be doing the same. And Kane obviously was not in form. So another match that is that Gareth Bale, like the match that is that whenever he has came into the pitch, Tottenham has only scored once, and that was his own goal. That was his own goal, which he got against some team. So he also does not look like a hungry man, passionate enough to score. So it's like somewhere they're lurking around, getting them fat peas and yeah, playing golf. So yes, Papa Mo had a sad, I don't know, fixtures, but yeah, since he's securing the bag on Instagram, so no worries. He's becoming an influencer. So yeah, that was a short Papa Mo quote, and the last section was NooseTime Impact and question of the week. NooseTime Impact was yes, Salad our captain pick. Did GG with 16 points? Not that he was the second most captain pick after Fernandez, who got 17 points. So yeah, Salah was our captain pick who did good. We went against Mahatma Gandhi's don't back the early fixture thing. And question of the week is can we reach 100 subs by end of this year? We are somewhat on the ropes, lads.
Yes, yes, we can do it.
The
If
thing
no one
is,
else will, then I will.
Abhishek Pandey has used 4 or 5 fake accounts to subscribe to us. That's the truth.
Shout out to Abhishek Pandey.
Shout out to Abhishek Pandey for doing this. It means a lot. Like, it's not that I cannot do that. I do have, but I can use it. I do have a channel with like 13.5K subscribers, which I can use. So,
Not to mention the channel's name.
no, I will not mention. Yeah, we have Abhishek Pandey saying that yes, you will reach 100 subs, which means he is on the way to create more accounts. So, thanks. Thanks a lot. Yeah. So yeah, expecting Abhishek to reach it today itself. Okay, you have like 17 minutes. But yes, we will
Too
have
much
to.
expectations.
Yeah, yeah, we will have to do something to reach that. And yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see how December turns up. It's a bit of a busy schedule for everyone. Christmassy week. And
Yeah.
yeah, let's say, yeah, we have Pranav, someone called Pranav saying hashtag sub to news. Look at that man. Like how he looks at the channel, the camera when his name is speaking. Oh, it's me. Okay, great. Sub, sub to on it. Okay, he's already started to make fake accounts. Okay, thanks, Abhishek. Yeah, I know you have a lot of email IDs. Like one of those email IDs was Navi Mumbai something retail store @gmail.com, something like that. So I was like, great. I will make Koper Kherine @gmail. I will like Ghansoli @gmail. I will make those so we can collab or something. Yep. We have reached 1 hour 56, our one of our longest streams till now.
Because covering 2 weeks as well, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
we covered 2 weeks in 2 hours, so it's pretty okay, I feel. And we had banter, we had fun, we had Arvind copying us, so it was a great video. The challenge will be to cut this down and post now, which is something. Now, my mom is also saying like, okay, it's fine. We have 3 minutes. We have to close this video. So, any
Uh,
parting words from Arvind, PPK?
yeah, subscribe.
That's it. One word. Arvind. Yeah, you are
You're on,
mute. Yeah, that's the
you're on
best.
mute. Arvind, you're on mute.
That's the best part.
Yeah, I said the most
It's
important things
here.
while I was on mute. Yeah, so basically what Pranav said, please subscribe. We need, you heard my voice break.
Voice crack.
That
Yeah.
that is how, that is
Subscribe.
how much desperate we are.
Voice crack compilation.
to get to 100 subs by the end of the year. So please do it if you're watching, and if you're one of those guys who haven't subscribed. This helps us a lot.
Hmm.
Mostly, it helps us motivate for making better videos. So please do it. That's it.
Yeah, we are just waffling around to make this team like hit to our mark, but we won't. Just because we have a home and people want to sleep. So yes, bye. Instant stream end. Bye.